Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 part number 16. From the last video in part 15 since I acquired the International B license, but a brand new update is going on to have some changes with economy. So right now, current balance to be at under 1 million credits, so let's check the balance details is also to be used from 20 million credits. But here it is right now. Free credits will be spent first, so you can own up to 100 million free credits. How awesome is that, you guys? But it might be quite very good to purchase any kinds of cars from the used car, Brand Central, and the Legend dealership. But it's not that far because I have to make sure to go back to the GT Cafe for doing the number 15 collection on the Chevy Camaro after number 14 from the Mustang collection. Alright, here it is right now. Menu book number 15, collection Camaro. Sounds like a very good place to have 3 different versions of the muscle cars of the Chevy Camaro between the SS, C28 and the CL1 LE package 2018. Very good. But also to have a roulette ticket will be part of it as well. So let's go and collect 3 Camaros to have 2 versions to be on the present and 1 for the past. Now that you have a Mustang collection, I'd like you to move on to Camaros. The Camaro is another high performance classic produced by General Motors Chevrolet brand. It traces its history back to the rise of the American muscle cars in the 1960s. Collect all 3 models and come back to see me. Alright, Luca. Sounds like another collection goes for another muscle car to be in a different brand. For this part of the vehicle, I'll be choosing with the Chevy Corvette ZR1 6th generation 2009 is now going in to be as my main favorite to be labeled as a recommend car. Perfect supercar to be participate in the American FR Challenge 600. First things first, let's go to the tuning shop to get some upgrades to be well applied. Purchase with the medium and soft sports tires will be going well. That should do the trick. Now gonna have to make sure to add the power restrictor and ballast just to be in case. There you go. All set and good to go. Just gonna have to do one more errand before moving on into the used car dealership. But I'm so very excited to have all kinds of used cars will be available in stock. But this is going to be a very good update to be part on GT7 because the currency economy is also to be part of it. So let's go again onto the used car dealership selection, and we got some more available cars in stock. Alright, looks like we got some good rides are now available at purchase. There's the Subaru Impreza 22B STI 1998, 179,700 credits. That should be a very good real car to be as an all-wheel drive Japanese car. I should rather might need to purchase all of them to be as a few. The 22B STI is now registered on the car index, closer on to car collector number 17. I'll have to try this baby out later on. And then the Type R STI version 6 1999. Pure white, pure all-wheel drive Japanese version just like other Imprezas. Second car is now registered on the index. And what else? Oh yeah, the TBR Tuscan Speed 6 2000 is now part of it as well. Good thing I just also to be putting up as a reminder tweet from my Twitter account from AutoPlus Used Dealership. 72,000 credits. Very good to have a Star Mix Crimson to be as a base color. Luckily, any kinds of custom parts will be outfitted to be as a race modification from Gran Turismo 5 and Gran Turismo 6 to be labeled as a touring car. And here it is. Collector level up to 17. There you go. Now just gonna have to do some short purchase because gonna have to keep an eye out with some currency credits. If I could probably have to do some more events, is gonna be putting up with some high prices. The Toyota Sports 800 1965. 51,000 credits is gonna be good enough. That's more like it. Another classic car and registered onto the car index. But always interesting to have good available cars to be in a good purchase. Oh, almost forgot about the Toyota MR2 GTS 1997. 57,400 credits. That should be a very good JDM car. Is also to be putting up with some different exterior parts. I'll make sure this one should be registered on the index. Perfection and good completo. Now what else? Oh yeah, only 2 more to go to be remaining because I might have to purchase the Daihatsu Kobin 2002. That should be a very good K car, is also to be labeled as a hashtag. I'll have to add this one to be registered on the index and put up on to 14 collector points. But not to mention, because the Nissan Fairlady 240cg Type Model HS30 1971 is also to be available in stock. This car is going to be a very good retro JDM, is also to be as a road car. I'll make sure this car is now purchased, just like the G-Reedy Fugu Sid is now also to be available in the Brand Central. There you go. Now, looks like shopping time is over on used car vehicles. Now, it's time to go for having a 3-round event to be at the World Circuits. But I'm so glad to be pumped up and ready to go for having a good American FR challenge after 550. Just like the European Sunny Cup 400 and 500. But the FR challenge is going to be a very good, excellent place to race out. 3 compass to be highlighted, so let's make sure to pick which one is which. Okay, that's the 2018 Camaro ZR1. And the Camaro SS will be part of it on the first event. Alright, first things first, so let's go on to be at the Big Willow in Willow Springs International Raceway to take part in the first round of the American Sunny Cup 600. But hopefully, it was a very good, excellent event, just like the Japanese and European to be on the same edition, especially for the Classic, but I'm also in to do some classic cars to be part of this edition in the Sunny Cup. Compacts, sports cars, and pickups. Oh my! Your rivals in this event are all American cars in the 600 pp class. I cannot believe it. This is so amazing to have American Sunny Cup 600 will be part of it for today's event. 3 laps, race around on the Big Willow. But very good to have main rival cars to be labeled as the American. Sounds like a very good place to start out, folks, so let's go and take on for the first event in the American Sunny Cup 600 to get the 2016 Chevy Camaro SS to be 3rd place or higher. I'm so pumped up and get ready to go American racing to have 3 rounds to collect all 3 Camaros between 2 modern versions and 1 classic. Let's move on and proceed. Okay, we have a known GT player is featured for today's starting grid, so let's give a good warm welcome. Hello, my name's Benjamin Bauder. I'm from Hungary. I've loved Ford ever since I was a kid. when my dad would drive me around in his Orion. Throttle control is very important when you're driving a powerboat car. In particular, on the final corner of this track, it's very important that you follow the racing line closely. Alright, looks like we have a very good Gran Turismo player to be well driven, to be as a 4 fan. But, great Scott, is that Emmett Brown from Back to the Future by choosing the 2004 DeLorean? Great Scott! I knew it, he was here. He's here, I cannot believe it. He just traveled back from the 1980s to 2022. So let's go and get ready to go on to be in the first round, folks. But luckily, I could probably have to take him on in his DeLorean without any kinds of modifications to be as a time machine. So let's get in, start out on to last place, overtake the Tesla Model S, dive in onto turn 1, move on to take turn number 2, and switched up onto the interior view is going to be a very good high-tech mile-per-hour range. 2016 Camaro is overtake, followed by the Shelby GT350, and there's the Plymouth Superbird. Gonna have to go up onto turn 3, stay steady, go maintain. I hope my sweet beauty C6 ZR1 Corvette is very good to be giving a good driving potential. It's all about having a good bond. Keep on racing, stay clean for my Corvette. And here comes the rest of the drivers in the American cars. Let's push up onto the RPM to be on the curved straightaway before moving on to be in the final sector. Okay, there's the blue Camaro SS. Gonna have to keep a good careful pace. And here's Battler in the Ford Mustang Mach 1. Keep it up. Now keep going smoothly. There you go. Full stretch before catching up onto Emmett Brown in first place. But there he is. He's driving the DeLorean, but I could probably have to go catch up to him. Take turn 2, keep a good steady maintained pace. Alright, there you go. Looks like the DeLorean is in second place. My Corvette ZR1 C6 2009 is in the lead. I'm so very hyped up about this event, you guys. Very good to be well driven without any fully upgraded parts, but especially where the tires are also to be used on performance points base. So let's make sure to go clean to be on the track without going off at the final turn. Just like last time, since I used the 3rd generation Corvette Stingray convertible with a Total Drama World Tour team victory. But I almost barely got distracted because good thing taking a recovery is a #1 step without losing control. But good thing I just did the right thing. Well, I won't do this again because staying on the final turn is the #1 best effort to be on the Big Willow. Okay, that should be close enough. So let's move on to be at lap number 3. There you go. I hope my sweet beauty Corvette still got a lot of good skills to take on the Big Willow. Stay by under 100 miles per hour. Taking turn 2 is all about intermediate, just like the ones from International B to be part of B1. Okay, stay on it. That's more like it. Now gonna have to go for the next turn on to take turn number 5 and 6. Don't get too over aggressive. I have to make sure that the line connection is going flow. Let's brake again. Final sector, here I come. Come on, keep it concentrated. Final turn is clear. Now, for having a full stretch to be moving on at the checker flag. Yeah, that's how it does, you guys. Choosing the best supercar without any full improved performance, and especially with the tires as well. But thankfully, the Corvette ZR1 C6 is still the king of all Corvettes since 2009. Absolutely job well done for race number 1 at the American Sunday Cup 600 to be at the Big Willow. Fastest lap I took in lap number 3, 1 minute and 25.206 seconds to be on a total time in 4 minutes and 22.465 seconds. But great job to have a good American sports car, to have muscle cars will be part of it for today's race. So now let's go and take the first place earnings to be going up by 22,500 credits. That should be quite good enough to do some progress to start farming. And there's the first collection acquired. The 2016 Chevy Camaro SS is now acquired in the menu book to be specified. 1 Camaro down, 2 Camaros to go. This one should be registered on the car index, and also to be part by having a Total Drama livery will be import from GT Sport to GT7. Now, if I could probably have to save a replay, I'll make sure the thumbnail will be needed in case. Just give me one moment, because it takes a hard time to do some different variety background scenes. Just 1 second, and here it is. Well, almost close enough, but not bad at all. Now let's save a replay to be part of the memory, and this one is a good scrapbook to be on the memory. So after collecting the Chevy Camaro SS 2016, next up, Daytona is about to go south at Florida for having a Chevy Camaro C28 in a 1969 model to go classic. But this will be a very good place to start out on the road course, and also to be at the Tri-Oval. But yeah, I could probably have to go with a Tri-Oval because this will be a very good, excellent high-speed battle just like NASCAR to be part of Daytona 500. So let's go in there and take on 3 laps to go faster to the limit. I'm so very excited for Daytona, you guys. Just to be as a promise, because this will be the first time ever in GT7 to have a good different change, just like Gran Turismo 5 Prologue, GT5 and GT6 to have a very used different background environment before it turns out into a very good improved track. Looks very same and very different to have a nice background to be on a time condition. So looks like we have Felix is now featured since participate from race number 1. Let's give him what he has to say. My love for Chevrolet isn't just inherited from my father. Seeing heroic NASCAR racers like Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt made a big impact too. Sounds good. Chevy cars always love to be part of NASCAR to be as the stock car, but clearly, just like Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt Jr. to be used to be part on the Chevy team. But it's going to be a very good Tri-Oval track to be on Daytona, you guys, so let's boogity boogity boogity. Let's start out and go racing on number 2 in the American Sunday Cup 600. So I'll make sure it's switched up from the soft into hard sports compound to be put up and well ready to go. I'm so very good to have a morning condition before the sun comes up. So I have to make sure to go on to do some strategies between the inside or outside. but the strategy is also to be well used from NASCAR. Gonna have to push right in, no hard feelings, and no hard stresses. Okay, very good. Trophy earned and join the 200-mile club. Oh yes, I am so very good to see my Corvette is going faster to take 3 laps around the track. Going up to 200 miles per hour, and that would be a very good calculations by over 216. But looks like the sunset is about to go down. Nighttime is about to go on, you guys. But I can't wait to go Trailblazer after this because it's about to go well beyond by over 10 seconds behind the gap. Gonna have to keep up or having a moderation maintained. Here comes the final lap. Let's stay on the 6th gear before the final stretch is about to go on after taking turn number 1. From the sunset to the nighttime, and here comes the fireworks. Yeah, now this is a very good place to start out for the entertainment, and we got an airliner plane is now coming in to be on the background scene. But heads up, 1 lap plus goes for the Trailblazer. Oh, sweet podium finish, you guys. Excellent podium finish to have a supercar to go faster at Daytona. How very awesome is that to see how recommend American cars to be at the American Sunday Cup is going faster to be on a high-speed performance. But also to have lap number 2 to be on the fastest lap in 42.203 seconds in a total time of 2 minutes and 13.268 seconds. Awesome! Very awesome, and first time ever to have a good clean race without having an accident collision. So that makes another clean race bonus is going well achieved to be on the halfway mark. But luckily, I am so very excited to have the second Camaro to be as the 1969 C28 model. Good classic muscle car and acquired to be on a specified menu book will be registered on the car index. I'm so really love with Daytona, you guys. This track is a very good, excellent piece of cake. But it might be possible to have different American cars with installed parts will be okay to be used as well. So now, after race number 2 ends, just gonna have to see how the replay is gonna be putting up with the thumbnail, and here it is right now. Having a sunset towards nighttime is going to be a rightful place to start. Just gonna have to wait for the moment until the thumbnail will be giving a good picture perfect. There you go. That should be a very good thumbnail image. Alright, let's go exit out from Daytona. But I can't wait to be participate for the GT Cup Group 3 event later on, so the prize reward is also to be used by the 50,000 range before going up on to 200,000 credits. But this part of the maximum reward has been changed for the update. But this is going to be a very long lasted race event to be filled out to do some farming after you participate in this event. But not to worry, because the planning to be on the full walkthrough is all about preparations to be on the long road. Now for the final race, Blue Moon Bay Speedway, here I go. Getting the 2018 Chevy Camaro CL1 1LE package is the final step will be added up onto the final collection in the Camaro. So it looks like we're about to be going in onto the Infield A track of Blue Moon Bay Speedway after the American FR Challenge 550. But looks like this is going to be a very good road car. We'll be on the full circuit layout track. So let's go in there and take on with 9 American cars, including one faster Corvette ZR1 that I always use for only 2 rounds since the Big Willow and Daytona International Speedway on the Tri-Oval circuit. So challenging ways after the Tri-Oval track, so the road course is going much challenging to be on inside of the corners. 3 laps as always, so let's go and do some preparations to have one Gran Turismo player to be participate in the starting grid. Here's Kajao, so let's give him a warm welcome. Hola, my name is Astian Kajao, and I've come all the way from Argentina to race. Argentines are enthusiastic, passionate, and good-hearted. You won't find people like us anywhere else in the whole world. Today, we'll be racing American muscle cars, machines that are all about power. Of course, the more powerful the car, the harder it is to keep it under control, so be sure to use tires with plenty of grip. Alright, sounds pretty cool, Kachao. That will be a very good muscle car to have a good, excellent grip. Any kinds of muscle cars will be quite suitable to use any driving strategies, so let's be ready to start out in 3 seconds and make my focus onto the podium to go mark. Okay, let's go gently onto the brake zone before enter turn number 1. There's the Plymouth Superbird again. Excellent turn. Now go short straightaway before enter turn number 2. Alright, looks like there's the Ford Mustang GT 2015 and the Corvette C2 Stingray 1963. Gonna have to go overtake before take the hairpin. Alright, that's more like it. Just follow the line and keep a good moderation pace to be on the grip. Just gonna have to step right in gently onto the second hairpin to be on the short line. Okay, a Felix in a Chevy Camaro C28 is now coming in and comes out before taking the final turn at the speedway section. Okay, there's Rubalar in the Dodge Challenger, gonna have to go overtake, and here's Kajal in the 2016 Chevy Camaro SS in the yellow color. That's the ticket. One more car to go, and getting closer on to batter in first place with the Ford Mustang Mach 1 1971. Keep a good pressure and go on for the maintain formation. Excellent. Perfection. Grip complete. But I know how you guys really want me to go with any other American cars to be part of this video, but I'm always stick with the Chevy Corvette ZR1 2009 to be as the main favorite car from Gran Turismo 5 and Gran Turismo 6. Especially the first installment of the Crew and the Crew 2 as well to be labeled as a street race discipline. But luckily, this car becomes the #1 sports car to be well driven by Chevrolet, to be going well challenging to be on the most finest heart-breaking lap at the Nürburgring. But I can't wait to go to Nürburgring sometimes because I've already been there since the start of the Manufacturers Cup. Gonna have to take the full stretch. Moving on towards lap number 3 is about to go on. The sunset condition is gonna get much beautiful out there, folks. But hopefully, any American cars is very good, well handled to take on Infield A of Blue Moon Bay Speedway. After turn 1 clear, gonna have to stay right in gently at turn number 2 before coming in onto turn 3. Turn 4, we'll be having to do an early brake. Stay on the surface of the asphalt and keep coming focused before moving on into turn number 5 and 6 at the hairpin. Okay, perfect hairpin turn complete. Now let's keep on racing to take the final stretch at the end of the Infield A before going faster onto the final stretch. A lot of spectators out there for cheering me on. Gonna have to keep a good clean effort. Okay, that was close. Gonna have to be precisely gentle because putting up the pedals on the accelerator is a very important role to keep it much stable. If I could probably have to do some technique to be on the PS5 controller. But there it is right now. Once again, first place to be at the podium spot to have a nice 2009 Corvette ZR1 6th generation is on the goal. I'm so really loved with the C6 ZR1, you guys. That is so very faster to be on the number 600 PP base performance. And now, looks like the third first place reward winner is going to be well achieved. Brilliant and successful to have a halfway through before the daily workout marathon is complete. And there it is right now. The 2018 Chevy Camaro CL1 1LE package is now acquired specified in the menu book. Their Camaro is now registered on the car index to be getting closer onto car collector level 18. But very good for the black color, but that should be a very good well used to be as my own livery design later on. Just give me a moment because the replay will be part of it as well. Just let me have a perfect picture perfect to be on the third thumbnail. Alright, there you go. Thumbnail complete by having a good perfection image look. And save a replay to be part onto the share highlights. Alright, looks like 3 rounds on the American Sunday Cup is complete. But good news is, 3 kinds of Chevy Camaros are now acquired on the menu book before go right back onto the GT Cafe. But I'm so very great to see how the update is putting up with some changes on the economy. So I hope this one might have to take number 16 and 17 for the menu book before the next video. So let's go back again and have a good picture perfect with 3 Camaros to be on Daytona. Excellent background and collection, Camaro complete. Congratulations! You've got all 3 cars. This completes your Camaro collection. Once you collect your rewards, I got some stories to tell you about these cars. Alright, Luca. Looks like that might be a very good details to have 3 versions of the Camaro. Another 2-star roulette ticket is now received. Let's give them a discussions about 3 types of Camaro on the menu book number 15. Chevrolet is one of General Motors' most storied brands. Its legendary Camaro sports car first appeared in 1967. It was created to take on the popular Mustang, which was produced by rival Ford. Along with the Mustang, the Camaro shined in the Trans Am series during the 1960s. In fact, the first generation C28 Camaro was fitted with an engine specially designed for a Trans Am competition. The 5th generation Camaro appeared in 2006 and became very popular after appearing in a series of films. The 6th generation ZR1 1LE made waves after posting a Nürburgring lap time that was worthy of a supercar. All of this and a loyal following has made the Camaro a sought-after collector's car today. Sweet! This makes a very good heritage for the Chevy Camaro to have a good collection after its main rival, the Ford Mustang. On the next video, this one might have menu book number 16 to be on the photo of your car in Scapes for doing a short errand before taking on in the number 17 to be at the Trial Mountain Cup. But I'm so very glad to have 3 rounds on the American Sunday Cup 600 is checked and complete. But I'll make sure I'll have to get ready to go wrap this up before at the end of the video. So let's go back to the garage and use the 2-star roulette ticket, because saving another roulette ticket for the Nations Cup because today is April 7th. But that means round 4 is going to be at Dragon Trail Gardens to be in the 1-make race by using the Volkswagen Scirocco R 2010. Will be part of it to be as specified. So let's go and take the 2-star roulette ticket. Is about to have a different change. This looks very different, just like the last update. But there are 3 cars, including 2 currency credits. Alright, so looks like I'll have to take 10,000 Gran Turismo credits to be added onto my balance. Not bad. This update make a very good different change, just like the last time. So looks like I got 10 car collection is now registered. So many very good selected cars is now marked on the red dot. Just gonna have to scroll down and choose the Nissan Fairlady 240CG. Okay, that's one checked. Second is the Toyota MR2 GTS. 3. Subaru Impreza Coupe WRX Type R STI. The 22B STI as well. But I'll make sure I have to press the square button to be select unread. So that would be a very good directional to have some good information about any cars from the year model. Okay, next one, the C28 1969. This version of the 6th generation Camaro lived up to the hype thanks to in part of its 649.8 horsepower with the LT1 engine. Sounds very good to have a nice updated version of the Camaro SS to be as a CL1 version to be labeled as a 2018. Now looks like the Yohahachi is now capable sports car, checked, and the Daihatsu Koppen. Alright, looks like that's all of it for now on the car collection. So now it's time to get ready to wrap this up before at the end of the video, folks. Thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification of upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video on part number 17. Keep on racing, stay clean.